Hey everybody, ready for the thought for today? During my Bible reading, daily Bible reading this morning, I was in Matthew 27. Jesus is on the cross, and if you go to verse 38, this is what it says. 2 rebels were crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left, 2 thieves. Those who passed by hurled insults at him, shaking their heads and saying, "You who are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. Come down from the cross if you are the Son of God." Now what's interesting is the destroying the temple and rebuilding it was part of the accusations against Jesus. But if we look in chapter 2 of John, we can see what Jesus said. Well, let's go to verse 18, and you can see why Jesus said what I'm about to read that he said. The Jews then responded to him, "What sign can you show us to prove your authority to do all this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." Okay. Just in case there's some misunderstanding. They replied, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you are going to raise it in 3 days?" Verse 21 says this, "But the temple he had spoken of was his body." Got that? Language is imperfect. And not Jesus. But humans are imperfect and often inarticulate. Jesus knew what he was saying, but humans are imperfect, so we can easily misunderstand. When you start getting into the humans on both ends of the equation, I can say something inarticulately, and you can interpret incorrectly. So what does that mean for us? The thought for today: be kind. Ask what they meant. Does that make sense? If somebody says something incredible, and don't get me wrong, there are some cases where it's pretty clear what the person said was what they meant, but I'd say most cases, I don't know what percentage, 99% of the cases, be kind. Ask them what they meant, or try to find out, look it up. I'm conservative, I'll admit it, and the previous president wasn't my favorite. But before I would say retweet something he said, I tried to look up or hear it in context. And you know what? It wasn't always bad. It made sense in the context, or he might have been being inarticulate. We all do that. I don't care how good a speaker you are. So please stick with the thought for today. They crucified the Son of God, who, if you believe in him, was perfect, didn't sin. They crucified him, assumed the worst of his words, didn't ask him what it meant. And even if you don't believe, go with it as a story. And the character in the story is innocent and sinless. And the bad guys in the story did not ask what he meant, and instead crucified him, or even worse, he was up on the cross and they were mocking him. The thought for today: be kind. Ask what they meant. And if you don't, then you're not really interested in the truth, are you? I love you. I'll see you again tomorrow.